This activity is entitled Smart Goals for Self-Advocacy. The learning objectives are to be familiar with what self-advocacy means, to understand SMART goals, to learn how to create SMART goals for self-advocacy, to understand how to determine appropriate next steps to reach goals and reflect on progress. Self-advocacy is the action of representing oneself or one's views or interests, speaking up, my voice, my choice, speaking out for yourself, acting on your own behalf, making choices and decisions, and again, making choices. So when we're younger, the adults in our lives, whether it's our parents, grandparents, teachers, guardians, aunts and uncles, they're the ones who are making decisions on our behalf, right? They're advocating. They're enrolling us in Little League or summer camp or violin lessons. They're trying to figure out what it is that we may be interested in. And as we grow older, from childhood to teenage years to adulthood, we start to figure out our own interests and make our own decisions. And that is called self-advocacy. Again, some other terms associated with self-advocacy are skill building, exercises to improve, learning about yourself, focus practice, asking for help if you need it, determining interests, voicing your needs, being open to feedback, communicating accommodations if you need them, being able to reflect, staying calm, and having a yes I can attitude. So, as stated earlier, the adults in our lives when we're children are the ones who are advocating on our behalf. So when we learn how to self-advocate, we might still need some help, and we might need to ask for that. And we may need to practice what it is that we either need or our goal, trying to reach our goal. And also we may want to be learning about ourselves to know what it is that we like and enjoy, and also staying calm when there is maybe some feedback we receive that isn't quite what we want to hear, or if we're not able to achieve our goal the first try. So again, most importantly, having that yes I can attitude so that we're always moving forward. So what are SMART goals? They are specific, they're measurable, they're attainable or achievable, they're realistic, and they're timely or trackable. So here's an example. Brian set a goal for 1 week from now to have completed 2 job applications. Is it specific? Yes. He's saying that in 1 week he wants to have 2 job applications completed. Measurable? Yes, because at the end of the week he can look to see whether or not he's completed the goal. Is it achievable? Yes, and that kind of goes along with being realistic, right? So if he had said he wanted to complete 10 job applications in 1 week, that might not be as achievable or as realistic. But 2 is a realistic and achievable goal. And trackable, yes. He can look at the end of the week and kind of see where he's at, whether or not he was able to reach the goal or if he needs to adjust. Another example. Brian wants to pass his algebra midterm. Is it specific? Somewhat. He's saying that he wants to pass his algebra midterm, but that's about it. Measurable? No, because we don't know, is the midterm in a week? Is it in 2 weeks? Or is it tomorrow? Is it achievable? Maybe, because if it's a few weeks away, right, he might have a shot at passing that class or passing that test. Is it realistic? Possibly. Again, it depends on how far away it is and also what grade he has. If he's failing the class miserably, will he really have a chance of passing the midterm if it's tomorrow? Or does he need time to study, maybe set up a study group, get some tutoring, talk with the teacher, that sort of thing. And is it timely or trackable? No, because again, we don't know how far away this midterm is. There needs to be a little bit more information to know whether or not this goal can happen. Here's the self-advocacy goals worksheet. The directions are here. And you'll be writing a SMART goal. Again, SMART, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So here's an example. Melody Lane on November 11th says, now that I have a part-time job, I want to go to the Bank of America to get a debit card by December 1st to be able to make my own purchases for holiday gifts. So here we're going to look to see if it's a SMART goal. So is it specific? Very much so. She has a lot of detail here. Is it measurable? Yes. She can look on December 1st to see whether or not she's been able to get that debit card. Is it achievable? Yes, because this is November 11th and she's saying in a few weeks she wants this to happen. Is it realistic? Yes. She has a part-time job, so she should be able to open up or to get a debit card through the bank. And is it timely and trackable? Again, yes. It's a few weeks away that she would be able to do this, and it's also she wants to make holiday gift purchases. She would still have enough time after she gets that debit card to be able to go make those purchases before the holiday season starts. Okay, possible barriers. I don't have a checking account and I'm not really sure how to open up one. I also don't know if I need to be 18 to open a checking account or if I need one of my parents to sign up with me. So here she's listed a couple of different barriers that might be in the way of her being able to reach her goal. So plans to resolve the barrier. Get assistance with going to the bank and research checking account and debit card information on the B of A website. So she has a plan. So if you see here getting assistance, remember that was one of the terms associated with self-advocacy. And she's going to research, right? She's going to look into it. She's going to see what she needs to do to move forward with this self-advocacy goal. So how will you advocate for your needs? So she wants to gather information on the banking website, practice what I want to say and ask before I go to the bank, and ask mom if she will go with me to help answer questions if I get stuck. So she's gathering information, she's practicing, she's asking, and she's also asking mom. Right? So she has this plan. She's getting her info together ahead of time. She has mom there possibly if she gets stuck. If the person at the bank asks her some questions she might not know the answer to, she has mom there to be able to kind of guide her or maybe answer for her depending on the question until she learns how to self-advocate a little bit better. So at the end of writing the goal, there's the progress review, right? So here, this is on December 3rd. And how have you done? I haven't gotten a debit card or opened up a checking account yet. My mom wasn't able to take me to the bank. I have practiced what I want to say or ask, and I did research the bank FAQs. So even though she hasn't completely achieved her goal, she said why, and she has also said what she was able to accomplish. What do you still need to do or adjust to accomplish your SMART goal? My mom has tomorrow, December 4th, off from work, so we are going then. Since it will take a few days to get the debit card after opening up the checking account, my dad says he can take me on December 7th if mom isn't able to. So I have a backup plan. So basically she knows mom's going to be going with her. She knows that based on her research that you don't just get a debit card as soon as you go to the bank. right? So she knows it's going to take a little bit of time to get that debit card mailed to her. And then if all else fails, Dad's available a couple days from now to take her if for whatever reason Mom can't go. Right? So you'll be writing a couple of goals. So here, use this to refer to when you're writing them. Look and make sure you're looking at some of those self-advocacy terms. Make sure the goal is SMART. Don't do what Brian did by having just a few little things. Make sure it's very specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And make sure when you're finished that you print out your work, because even though this is a fillable form, if you don't save it, it'll be gone. And you can also take a screenshot of it before you move on to the next page. Here's the hyperlink. You can either click on the hyperlink, Self-Advocacy Goals Worksheet, or copy and paste the actual hyperlink into a search browser and get started on creating your own self-advocacy SMART goals. And please refer back to this PowerPoint if you need help with working on doing this. Have fun and good luck.